Hi, my name is Molly Pierce, and for my second application presentation, I'll be talking about a concept called synergy. So I'll start off with the definition of synergy. It's basically the potential for gains in performance or heightened quality of interactions when complementary members or member characteristics are brought together and added to pre-existing ones. So basically when members who complement each other in different aspects or are like-minded individuals are brought together, the performance of the group as a whole is increased versus when those individuals are apart or alone. So I will apply this concept of synergy to a personal example from my life that I experienced this past summer in East Asia on a summer mission trip. This trip required a lot of planning and teamwork and communication and cohesiveness, and so synergy was definitely important in order for the performance of our group during the 6 weeks that we were in East Asia. And I definitely think that synergy was accomplished because we all had very similar mindsets and goals going into the summer, and so there were many efforts made by my teammates to act selflessly and to encourage each other and communicate very clearly. And so I definitely think that synergy was established among our collective group. And so now that I've discussed one experience that I've had with synergy, I'll now make some inferences about the concept as a whole. I think that synergy is very effective because when people who complement one another, either emotionally, physically, or spiritually, are brought together, they tend to bring about the best characteristics in one another, which ultimately heightens the performance of the group and enables them to reach their goals and ultimately just interact better than when unlike-minded individuals are together. And I think for me, emotions in particular did play a particular role in how I viewed the synergy of our group in East Asia, because I felt very uplifted and encouraged when one of my teammates would encourage me or communicate to me or specifically pray for me. And so I definitely think that emotions did play a pretty big role in how I viewed the synergy of our group. But from this experience, I've definitely learned the importance of cohesiveness and support within any group setting. So now that I've made some inferences about synergy, I'll now discuss how these inferences can be transferred to other situations and environments in life, because I think that synergy is an important group aspect in all settings, whether that be personal, academic, or professional. So now I'll talk about a professional setting where synergy would be considered very important. I used to work at a clothing store, and the synergy of our professional team was very low. There's a lot of negativity among my coworkers and a very low level of communication. And so now looking back on it, I realized that what we were lacking was synergy and that cohesiveness and that bond among our group, and that if we would have had synergy, we would have accomplished so much more than we did during my time there. So in conclusion, synergy is an important aspect in all environments and situations. It's what bonds the group together. It enables them to work well amongst each other and ultimately increases the overall productivity of the group. It enables them to reach their goals because of their similar mindsets and because of the like-minded individuals that are together. And so a quote that I think summarizes this concept of synergy very well is from Ecclesiastes 4, and it's verses 9 through 12. And it says, "Two are better off than one because together they can work more effectively." So I definitely think that applies to this concept of synergy.